Hello, everybody, and welcome back to baseball right here on youtube.com/Shaunosaurus Rex. Now with audio. I goofed up and I didn't realize that there was no audio in the previous game. And when I came back to check on this because I was doing something else, I realized that the thing was gray instead of red, white, and green, or red, yellow, and green. So yeah, goofed up on that. My bad. Toronto still wins 3-1. We have our second game of the day. St. Louis taking on Atlanta. Atlanta is looking to even the series at 1 game apiece, whereas St. Louis, with their big win, obviously owns the lead and looking to take a commanding 2-0 series lead today. Unfortunately, I don't have any files to replay the Toronto game, so we're kind of stuck with that audio issue. So that's my bad. That's what happens. I get up, I walk away, I just didn't even see it. And that's it's a little unfortunate, but it happens. Not a problem. We'll just move on. we'll move on with it. Let's see. We have 2 more games coming up after this, so be sure to scroll down, subscribe, and ring that bell. That way you're notified when I post new videos. We got Milwaukee taking on Los Angeles a little bit later, and then after that we have Chicago and Seattle. That one I will be playing today, so there you go. Hopefully we can snap out of our 4-game losing streak, but we'll talk more about that tonight before that. I will see you at the post game. Enjoy today's matchup.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show presents the National League Division Series. The Atlanta Braves, the St. Louis Cardinals. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in. And I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Ready to go. And on the mound today, Miles Michaelis. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
So just about set now. Now it's the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. And first offering is fouled off.
First pitch, 7:06.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And there's a ball.
1-1.
There's a 1-1. And another ball. And the right-hander deals. Just missed.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And the 3-1. And that's ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Dansby Swanson stands in. Michaelis throws to first. Albies dives back in. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Albies gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Michaelis throws over, and he's back safely. Another move to first. And they're keeping him close. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Check swing on an 0-2. Appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 1 away.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Albies on the move. Pitch misses. Yachty throws. Got him. Caught stealing.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
And it's 1-1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a 1-1. Now one missed.
One strike.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Righty to the plate. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Austin Riley at the plate and takes high there. Michaelis throws to first. Acuna dives back in. The 1-0. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Good speed on the base paths. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
And a 2-1 on the way. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And the righty deals. And a base hit right there. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
That'll fit.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. In there, and it's 0-1. Two outs. A couple of base runners at first and second. Next offering misses, and the count even 1-1. At the belt and fires. In the air, right field. Carlson makes the catch, and that'll do it. 2 left for Atlanta. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. Major League Baseball is on the show. We go to the bottom of the first, and going for Atlanta, Mike Soroka. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, this guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, and guys that are playing behind him just seem to take it to another level. You know, he's the type of guy, he's not having a good day, to try to save that bullpen for the game and the next game. He'll go out there and wear it. So in this one, if he can keep his pitch count down early, he has the ability to work deep into this ball game.
Tommy Edman stands in here, leaves that one down. And a pitch. That's towards center. Swanson makes his way towards it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Batting second, the shortstop, Edmundo.
And stepping in is the speedy Edmundo Sosa. That one's in there, 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
One down, base is empty. Fouled off down the right side. He swings and fouls one off. And the 0-2. And it's fouled away. The 0-2. On the ground. Mountcastle handles. 2 up, 2 down.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And now the veteran third baseman, Nolan Arenado. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
The next offering misses, and that is ball 1. And here it comes. That one drilled left field. Schwarber makes the catch, and that'll do it. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back. Second inning set to go. Now in for the Braves,
Leading
Kyle
off the
Schwarber.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Michaelis back to work. Right side, hard hit. Goldie takes it to the bag. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting seven, the right fielder, number 14, Adam Duvall.
Adam Duvall at the plate. And the first offering is not close.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning, threw a lot of pitches.
No score here in the second. The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Ground ball to the right side, and that squirts through. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
One out, runner at second. Here's Marcell Ozuna. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Second inning here, no score. Next one misses. Ball 2. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
The 2-1. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Comes the 2-2. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll circle the bases. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And now it's Travis d'Arnaud at the plate.
Batting 9, the catcher, Travis.
First pitch just misses. Still only one out here in the inning. The wind of the pitch. In the air, right side. Nice grab on the run. And there are 2 outs.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. First offering misses the mark.
Ball 1, no strike.
And the pitch. Well struck right field. That one carrying. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
The left fielder, Tyler.
A wind to kick the pitch.
O'Neill.
Ball 1 there.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
The pitch. And a base hit on the line. Around first, digging for 2. And he's got a leadoff double.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Batting 5th, the first baseman, Paul.
That hits the dirt, and that's ball 1. just missed.
2-0.
Two-0. Good eye right there. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
And a pitch. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Righty delivers, and he walked him.
Well, he took his chance at getting in the chase right there, but with first base open, walked not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
This is Dylan Carlson.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. He was looking to come up with the shutdown inning, and off to a shaky start. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
First and second here, no outs. Swing and a tapper. Darnell throws to first in time. That's one out in the bottom of the second.
Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Paul DeYoung.
Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
First offering misses badly for ball one. O'Neill at third. Goldie at second with one away. Next offering is in for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Here comes a pitch. And that one missing low. There's a swing and a drive. That one back. And out of here. Paul DeYoung blasts one out. And they tack on 3. It's 3-2. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now Bader up to the plate.
Batting eighth, the center fielder, Harrison.
Pitch misses inside.
Bader.
Ball one. Right-hander kicks, deals, and delivers outside. Not even close there. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch. And a 4-pitch walk.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last
Batting
one
ninth,
didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Soroka throw over. Bader back in standing. Another throw over. And he's back again. Back to first. And no luck this time either. Now Molina at the plate. In the dirt, blocked. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Next offering is in for a strike. 1 out and a runner at second. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That one's carrying, and forget it. A 2-run homer, and they add to the lead. It's 5-2.
So many times a sinker inside is a foul ball off the ankle for the batter. But that time he did a really nice job of staying inside the pitch and getting through it.
Tommy Edman at the plate.
batter number 19, second baseman.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Edman.
Left-hand batter waits. And fouled off. Kicks and fires. And down on strikes he goes. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Edmundo Sosa. He's 0 for 1.
Sosa.
And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Next offering is in for a strike. On the ground to third. Riley fires to first. That's the inning. Yachty's so clutch for the Cardinals. It's now 5-2. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Dansby Swanson.
The shortstop, Dansby.
Michaelis back to work. Now a screamer into the outfield. Leaping, can't haul it in. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Here's Acuna now. Next offering is down low. Ball 1. No outs. Runner on second. Swing and a ground ball out to short. On the run, sends it over to first. And Acuna retired.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin Riley.
Here's Austin Riley. First pitch, not close. Swanson, the runner at second with one away. Next pitch misses, and the count is 2-0. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Bader drifts towards it. Snags it for the second out.
The first baseman, number 12.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Ryan Mountcastle. Lied out his first time. And a foul ball. Runner leads away at second. That one fouled off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next offering upstairs.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
The next offering misses. 2-2. And it's second. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Next offering is downstairs.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
On the ground, right side. And it stays fair. Throws to second. The tag out. That ends the inning, but they do score a run here. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Braves 3. Back here in St. Louis, set for the bottom of the 3rd, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Arenado.
The third baseman.
When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
And he deals. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. In there for strike 1. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Here's a 1-1. That one out to right. Duvall reaching back towards the wall. And there's one down.
The batter, the first baseman, Paul
Goldschmidt, the next to hit. He walked and came around to score his first time up. That hits the dirt, and that's ball 1.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Next offering clips the zone, count even at 2. Kicks and deals. Now a fly ball to right center. Acuna going back on this one. And puts the squeeze on it. That's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 3, Dylan.
And at first, and now the right fielder, Dylan Carlson. First offering misses the mark. That one pushed to the left and foul. Way inside, gets out of the way.
He's been trying to tease the zone with that slider, but these hitters have showed patience, not going outside the strike zone.
The next pitch misses. 3-1. At the belt and fires. That's in there.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Righty to the plate. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. 2 outs. Stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And down on strikes. Inning over. The Cards leave 1, and it remains 5-3. New inning getting started. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Leading off to the plate, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
And a pitch. This is off the inside, and it's 1-0. The wind and the pitch. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Here's a big power threat. Adam Duvall.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
First pitch, and he just misses. Righty delivers. That one hammered, but pulled foul. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. And now it's 1-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Molina to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, it will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Hitter,
Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. And that's in there for strike 1. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
The pitch. That one misses, and it's 2-1. And downstairs. 3-1 is on the way. And there's ball 4.
Up next for Atlanta.
Runner at first with 2 away. And here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. First offering, and it just misses. The pitch. Fought off foul. To the right side. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Braves strand 1. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Back here at Busch Stadium, ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the DH, Paul DeYoung.
The designated hitter, Paul DeYoung.
The right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. There's a swing and a miss. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
Right side. All these. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that
Now
hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Harrison Bader.
Now up for St. Louis, Harrison Bader. A walk and a run scored his first time. Next pitch downstairs, and that is ball 1. And the righty deals. Just off the outside part of the plate. The wind to kick the 2-0. And there's a ball. 3-0 down. That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
And stepping up to the dish is Yadier Molina. Soroka throw over. Bader dives back. In there, and it's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Charlie Morton getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Toussaint getting loose as well. Bader leads off first with 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
0-2 now. Stays alive. Here's the 0-2. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 away now.
Now batting, second baseman, Tommy.
So up next, Tommy Edman. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And the right-hander deals. And strike 2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And a foul ball. He stays alive. On the ground, right side. Albies over to first in time. And that is the inning. So one left for the Cardinals as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Welcome back. We go to the top of the fifth, and now Ozzie
Leading
Albies.
off for Atlanta, the second baseman, Ozzie.
And here it comes. That's a strike. That's strike one.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
Carlson glides to his left. The pitch. That one missing inside. And a swing and a miss. One out. Dansby Swanson now at the plate. 1 for 2.
Dansby Swanson.
And there's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Popped up. Puts it away for the out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level an impact player.
Next one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Down in order go the Braves. They're still down 5-3. And welcome back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Edmundo Sosa.
The shortstop.
The wind of the pitch.
Sosa.
And there's a strike.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
High in the air, out to right. Duvall under it, and there's 1 down.
The batter, the third baseman, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Arenado. In there for strike 1. And that's outside. Next pitch is outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
The wind to kick the pitch.
Ball 3. Down to 3-1.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now
1
batting,
gone, runner at
left
first.
fielder,
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Tyler O'Neill. That's in there for strike one. And a pitch. And now it's even up. That one ripped. And out of here. Tyler O'Neill sends it out. And they add to their lead. It's 7-3. Zingy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make the move to the pen. Mike Soroka won't go any further, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. Charlie Morton will take over here. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and we need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
One out, bases empty. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Goldschmidt.
And a swing and a miss.
Two strikes.
Got it. Two gone now.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time.
Now batting.
Once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum with that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
Carlson now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Two down, nobody on. And it's even up. And a foul ball. Next offering is in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
On the ground to third. It's in and out of his glove. But in time, nice job to stay with it to end the inning. 2 runs for St. Louis on this blast. It's now 7-3. Back here in St. Louis, all set for the top of the 6th. Down to third baseman, Austin Riley.
Austin Riley.
The pitch. Now one missed. Action in the St. Louis bullpen. Ryan Helsley getting ready to go. Cabrera, the lefty, warming up as well. The wind of the pitch.
2 balls, no strike.
Now 3-0.
3-0.
And a pitch. And he walked him.
Nope. Ball four.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at-bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Mountcastle in the box again, takes a strike.
0-1's the count.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that
Now
had
batting,
eyes on it,
left
man.
fielder,
Sometimes that's all you need
Kyle
to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And next for Atlanta, Kyle Schwarber. Ripped on a line to center. Bader racing over to make the catch.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Adam Duvall next up for the Braves. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1-0.
And he deals. This one lifted in the air, left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate, and he's in there as a run scores.
Well done, drives in the run. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Miles Michaelis gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Jake Woodford gets handed the rock out of the pen, and he'll do his best to hang on to this lead.
Jake Woodford.
And now it's the Braves DH, Marcell Ozuna. He's already homered in this game. Grounder might be 2. The throw is wild, and it gets away. He pulls into second, and a run comes in to score.
Second baseman definitely have some pretty tough throws to make when they're trying to feed the shortstop at second for a double play turn because of the angles and difficult footwork. So it's always a difficult play, but one that needs to be made. When your pitcher gets you that ground ball that can be a double play, it's a killer when you can't get at least one out of it.
Darno swings through it for strike 1.
Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Duvall, the runner at third. Ozuna over at second with 1 down. This one in the air, right field. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Runner tags for third. Lay at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And now they trail by 1.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Ozzy Albies up to the plate.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against it.
And the first offering is not close. Here comes the pitch. And that one upstairs. 2 outs with a runner at third. Next pitch inside, and that's ball 3. That's ripped into the outfield. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Braves 6. Well, we go bottom 6, and now the DH, Paul DeYoung.
Leading up for the Cardinals, the designated hitter, Paul DeYoung.
The wind and the pitch. There's a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Bullpen activity starting up now. Sean Newcomb up and throwing. Next offering in the dirt. And 1-1. Kicks and deals. Called strike right there. 1-2 here. And that's down and away. Two now.
You got a full count.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Darno on the first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
And up next for St. Louis, Harrison Bader. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. On the ground at first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And Bader is set down.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
Molina in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. And now the count is even. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Here's a 1-2. Stays alive. Righty to the plate. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Popped up. Mountcastle sizes this one up. Puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll end the inning. And down in order go the Cardinals. As they still lead by 1, it's 7-6. Back here at Busch Stadium, top of inning number 7. Now the number 2 hitter, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson.
And a pitch. And he takes a strike.
So important for him to control the heart rate right now. He's got to go through the heart of this lineup.
Next pitch inside. And the count is 1-1. And that's outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Looking to get the tying run on base. High chopper to third. Arenado picks it up. And Swanson is set down.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Next pitch misses inside, and that's ball 2. Swings through that one for strike 2. 2-2 now. And that one wrapped foul. Kicks and fires. Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. He flexes his power with that swing, and we're all square. It's 7-7.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Austin Riley, for the 4th time tonight.
The third baseman, Austin
In there, and it's 0-1.
Riley.
Foul ball there. The 0-2. Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. 2 away.
The first baseman, number 12, Ryan Mountcastle.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Ryan Mountcastle. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Bounce to third. Zips it to first. That's the 3rd out. Braves get 1 on the big fly. And we're deadlocked here at 7-7. Back here at the ballpark, here's the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Leading up for the Cardinals, the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
Morton back to work. And ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Righty delivers. That's down and in.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
2-0. Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third, and he went around according to Darryl Parker. Next pitch is inside. 3 balls and a strike.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
To the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
The batter, the shortstop, Edmundo Sosa.
Edmundo Sosa digs in now. That hits the dirt. Ball 1. The pitch. And it's 1-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Right-handed reliever. In the dirt. 2-1. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. 2 away.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the
Now
swing and
batting,
miss. It wasn't a great
baseman,
location by any
Nolan
means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Here's Nolan Arenado. In there for strike 1. And the pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Redbirds down quietly. And this remains a 7-all tie. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Ryan Helsley. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Number 56, Ryan Helsley.
We go to the 8th. Now the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Leading off for the Braves, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
The pitch. In for a strike. 0-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 down.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Adam Duvall next up for the Braves. Next offering is down low. And that's ball 1. And here it comes. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Cody Whitley, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Here's a 1-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Next pitch misses, and the count is 2-2. And he deals.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Next offering is foul back. And the righty deals. And a swing and a miss. That's his second strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And next is the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right-hander kicks, deals. So 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Hit in the air, right field. brings it in for the third out. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Still tied 7-7. Welcome back. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Tyler O'Neill.
The left fielder, Tyler.
The right-hander back to work. And delivers outside.
You can expect this hitter to be looking for something on a tee. He can get up in the air and untie this ball game.
Ground ball up the middle. And that's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game. So great job there, stepping up to the challenge. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
No outs, runner at first. Paul Goldschmidt next up for the Cardinals. First offering misses the mark.
Your base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
And it's fouled away. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Next pitch misses way outside. At the belt and fires. And that's outside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Bounced up the middle. Over to Albies. And that's 2.
Well, off the bat, we thought that was going to be a single, not a double play. Just a great job. Dives, knocks it down, feeds it to the second baseman. And a nice turn around the bag. Really great job by those two.
Now up for St. Louis, Dylan Carlson. That one's in there, 0-1. The pitch. And it's even up. And fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. It's the 9th, and we are tied. We go to the 9th. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
The catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
A line to kick the pitch. And a foul ball. And a pitch. Upstairs.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Line drive, that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. It's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Now at the plate, Ozzie Albies. And a sac bunt here. Flips it behind his back. Not in time. That's a bunt single.
This couldn't have played out any better on offense. They were trying to trade it out to move the runner into scoring position, but instead, they just couldn't make the play on defense. You really need to get it out there.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Dansby Swanson. Sac bunt towards third. And that's an out on the sacrifice.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
Well, it doesn't get much easier with this next batter, but I totally understand going with the intentional walk in that spot. He's just too dangerous at the plate right now, and there's a base open, so it gives you options defensively to get an out. In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Riley, the next to hit, takes low for a ball.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. There's a strike. And the count 1-2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big two-out at bat coming up now.
So digging in, Ryan Mountcastle. Now be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Bader, as he glides to his left, brings it in for the third out. And the Braves will strand 3, and this remains a 7 all tie. Bottom of the 9th, here's the Cardinal DH, Paul DeYoung.
Leading up for the Cardinals, the designated hitter,
Morton back to work.
DeYoung.
Ball 1, no strikes. Activity in the bullpen. Sean Newcomb getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. And the 1-0. Curveball drops in there. That catches the outside corner. And that is strike 2. The wind of the pitch. A foul ball, he stays alive. The wind of the pitch. Softly hit to third. Whips it to Mountcastle. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Here's the center fielder, Harrison Bader.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
First pitch just misses. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
And that chance handled. And Bader is set down.
The catcher, number 4, Yadier Molina.
And now the Cardinals catcher, Yadier Molina. 1 for 3. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The pitch. Now 1-1. All tied up here in the last half of inning number 9. Next pitch is downstairs.
strike. Count.
Two outs. Rocketed out towards right center. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. And that's the third out. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Still tied 7-7. And this is Cabrera taking the mound.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 92, Edison Cabrera.
And welcome back. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Leading off to the
You know,
plate,
this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Kicks and deals. Foul ball. And a 1-2. Swing, a high fly ball down the right field line. Carlson puts it away, and there's one down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
So up next, Adam Duvall. First pitch, and he just misses.
Home plate umpires try to tighten things up a little bit.
And a pitch. And now 2-0.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
That one misses in the dirt.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
See if he gives him anything to hit here. And that's ball 4.
Exactly what they needed him to deliver there, a quality at bat. Now the pressure's on to find a way to get him home.
Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. And first offering is fouled off. And now the lefty. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush.
These types of mistakes usually turn out to be costly this late in the ball game. Things can really slip away in a hurry.
Substitution now at first base. Pinch running here, Justin Dean. Go ahead run on base. Travis d'Arnaud getting ready to hit.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Kicks and fires. That just misses. Well, that's ball 2.
Twitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. And a pitch. There's the strike. Two now. And he chases that one. And 2 away now.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Now it's going to be Ozzie Albies. And that's in there for strike 1. All tied up and here in extra innings. The next offering misses, and it's 1-2. Line, and that's a base hit. Coming home. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's now 8-7.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Cody Whitley gets the call from the pen, and he'll do his best to keep this close.
Cody Whitley.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. First offering misses the mark. Dean on second. Albies at first. 2 out of the inning. Lined, and that's a base hit. Dean coming home. He'll score easily, and they lead by 2.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
He swings and fouls one off. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. No advance. Good job behind the dish. The 1-1 is cut on and missed to the pitch upstairs. One and 2 now on Acuna. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. Braves 9 and the Cardinals 7. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Kirby Yates, trying to protect this lead. Back here in St. Louis, here's a speed threat, Tommy Edman.
Leading up for the Cardinals, the second baseman, Tommy Edman.
And here it comes. And downstairs.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
The pitch. That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Edmundo Sosa.
So digging in, Edmundo Sosa. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Righty delivers. Strike 2. And the pitch. And now 1 and 2.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible two-strike pitch.
And he deals. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
The pitch. And now it's filled up. And the right-hander deals. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. The pitch. And there's ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice play.
Here's the third baseman, Nolan Arenado. A strikeout and a walk. And first offering is fouled off. Out to short. Over to Albies. Al, a double play to end it.
Well, one of the goals in the postseason is to split on the road and play very well at home. They did just that with the win today, evening it up at 1-1.
So it took extras, but here's how the numbers shake out from this one.
Well, they couldn't settle this one in 9, but who doesn't love some extra inning baseball in the postseason?
And 9-7 is the final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Charlie Morton picks up his first win and is your player of the game as the Atlanta Braves tie the series at 1 with a thrilling 9-7 victory in a reasonable number of extra innings. The St. Louis held a 7-3 lead going into that top of the 6th inning, but then Atlanta scores 6 unanswered, and they're able to come out with the win. Marcell Ozuna with a 2-run home run. Ronald Acuna Jr. with a solo shot. And there you go. Kirby Yates gets a save. Genesis Cabrera, 0.2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 2 earned. And even though the St. Louis Cardinals were able to score 7 runs on 6 hits, it is still not enough for them to get a victory. Hey, how much more exciting is baseball with actual audio from the game in it, huh? Probably more exciting, I would assume. Technical difficulties aside, it's been an exciting series of playoff games. I think we've got that. I think makes 6 playoff games, 2 wild cards, 6 games done so far. And if you're enjoying them, be sure to scroll down and subscribe. We got more action coming up for you a little bit later today. Milwaukee taking on Los Angeles, and then Chicago and Seattle start their series in Seattle. We're carrying a 4-game losing streak. Got to get out of my own head, crush some homers, and get a win, and get off to a good start. Tomorrow, doubleheader action, just the AL side of things. You'll get New York and Toronto with game audio, and Chicago and Seattle. And then we'll be back in the NL. And then I think, was it Tuesday the 11th? That's a big day. That's a 4-game day. We're going to be first, actually. And hopefully we can do all of these together. But that's looking a little too far ahead. Coming up here shortly should be Game 2 of Milwaukee and Los Angeles. Los Angeles crushed Milwaukee yesterday. Can the Brewers come back and try and even that series? We're going to 4 games for sure with Atlanta and St. Louis, so stick around for that. Be sure, again, to scroll down, subscribe, ring that bell. That way you're notified when I post new videos, and we'll see you in just a little bit for more NLDS action, this time from Los Angeles. Thanks so much for watching. Good sports. Go playoffs.